Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular Review.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
Blue flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Chefs do that. I don't want to sit too hard.
That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel W.
Because there was no Jay White site.
Okay, just straight up gangbanging. This story has been fit. You gotta pay attention.
So Unpopular Review does not. What is you the CEO of, Chris?
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to Unpopular Review.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and on behalf of two salty-ass Negroes in New Orleans, cats, chickens, and dogs, this is the Monday Night Raw review, and really, we just changed this shit to Freckles and Friends, and we have the most upcoming, this man is the two-time upcoming most improved of the year, the rookie of the year when he first joined. I don't even know if he was, but fuck it, I'm gonna still say it because he is. The second most highest ratings in all of UPBR, I have none other than from the SmackDown Penitentiary. Yeah,
come on now.
Dice,
come on now.
Z is fucking silent. How you doing, Z?
Let's go, man. Listen, first of all, I didn't even have my SmackDown Penitentiary thing in here. Listen, they be, you know what? Never mind. You know what it is.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
And the head warden is here, so you know what I'm here. Every time I'm on the show, it's always drink o'clock. We're going to drink a little bit. We're going to talk some wrestling. Finally, I get to talk some Raw. I'll never get talk no Raw. I'll never get to talk a 3-hour show. But I got the 3-hour show on Friday. I got a 3-hour show on Friday. Oh, let's hold up. Let me switch this for you. There we go. Now there you go. See, that's what we do on SmackDown. This is what we do on SmackDown. It looks better. It looks more presentable.
We're big. Same people drink their drinks in Chick-fil-A cups. Because you don't know what we're drinking.
Exactly. But on this show, you can tell exactly what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Monaco Mai Tai right now, and then I'll crack into this E&J in a bit. But what we got?
This nigga's about to have on black. Oh yeah, we gotta have black forces on. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
We got no black forces. We don't wear forces.
E&J.
We don't wear forces. I wear Pumas over here. Hi, Charmaine.
Ain't no way you gonna have E&J bottle.
Back-to-back day, Charmaine. Showing me some love. Thank you very much. How is your day going, lovely? Freckles, let's get into
on the show with an E&J bottle. The last time I had E&J was like my sophomore year of college, and I never wanted to have it again. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It was a wild night. I crashed out worse than what we got right now with freaking American Made and Y6. It was a whole crash out fight. It should have been called a street fight. It should have been called crash out. That's all it was. The whole entire match was just crash out.
It was definitely. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. I will say that it was a lot going on, but it wasn't to the point where I couldn't follow it. Right, and it got honestly to me it got everybody over, right? But specifically for me, the way I saw it, I saw Rowan got over. And shout out to Joe Tessitore because he got a lot of flack last week. And let's not sit here and act like all of us ain't never started a new job before.
Michael Cole wasn't even Michael Cole when he started.
Michael Cole was getting punked by the Rock. Like let's chill out now. Let's chill out.
Man was getting molested.
By Kane.
My fucking hiding range. Where fucking hiding range? Where you need it? Like I love Joe because I'm a huge football fan. So I've seen this man do this same type of commentary that he does on football that he did with Raw, and it fit perfectly. And especially with somebody of a wrestling mindset like Wade Barrett, that was a great combination.
Yeah.
I do miss Michael Cole because I love when he says Tsunami for some reason. It makes him happy. It gives him joy. Like he just can't stop. He just can't stop saying it. But Joe held his own, especially with this one. Joe held his own. I did notice also, you noticed too, they started doing like the intros different also. when they first bring the commentators on, it's literally specifically them. They show a span of the crowd, but they don't go straight into segments on them anymore.
Yeah.
That
first hour was commercial free, so that might have been a change up.
Oh yeah, that was definitely the big change. But yeah, this match was just crazy. Like I've never seen somebody just rip off a piece of the barricade. It's a fucking weapon.
Yeah, that spot was crazy.
That was like, yo, what the? But I get it. If you keep on getting jumped by the same three niggas all the time, and you the big dude, you always getting picked on. At some point, you're just gonna say, fuck it. I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all how strong I am. He literally pulled a Muhammad Ali and said, I'm gonna show you how great I am. This motherfucker just used it as a weapon. Everybody had great spots. Oh my God, Nikki going fucking ham with and I wish I had that picture. But Nikki going ham with the damn trash can and the fucking kendo sticks. I don't know. I feel so bad for Ivy Now's. I feel like this morning she woke up with ringing in her ears. And I pray for you, Ivy. If you need anybody to comfort you, call your boy. And I want to just make it out because Mike.
You got hold on. Time out. I'm not gonna let you skate over that. I'm not gonna let you skate over that because that's important. You got a little Ivy Now thing going on. You got a little thing for Ivy Now.
Yeah, bro. Look at her.
I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one. Listen. I literally listen every week. Me and Mike is watching Raw. I'm like, darker. Listen, little pitbull ass. Yeah.
Listen, if it was 3 shades darker and bald, she'll be a Dora Milaje. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Oh, Gina's with the shits too. See, I'm low-key cute. Yeah. See,
I told you.
Trying to tell niggas. But Mike, you're absolutely right. Joe Tessitore, he did a great job. Now, who's the other dude that they had who did it? He came from UFC.
I know he's talking about, but yeah, he
didn't know the product. I don't think he was a wrestling fan anyway. So it's kind of hard when you bring somebody who doesn't even know the knowledge of wrestling. So exactly. I believe they signed Joe Tessitore and say, hey, watch our product for a good week and a month and a half. Get familiar with what storylines we have going on because we're going to slip you in here, and then you go ahead and take over. So,
and I will say though, I will say when it comes to Joe, he did have his missteps, especially during this match. You know, he miscalled some moves, but I was still okay with it. He still had energy. He still was articulate. He was not boring at all.
I think the disconnect with most people is the seriousness sound of his voice, like his octane levels in his voice. His octane levels in his voice they do not match pro wrestling. Like think about it. We've had Bobby the Brain Heenan, we've had Vince McMahon, we've had Tony Schiavone, we've had Larry Zbyszko, we've had Jim Ross, Jerry the King, we've had Paul Heyman. Right? Yeah. And like all of them have a more high-pitched octane in their voice to make it sound exciting. But when he sounds exciting, the motherfucker sound like he's yelling at you. Right? So that might be the disconnect with most people. His voice is a lot darker than what people are used to.
And you're right about that because Wade already has like that brash, heavy set type of voice. So it's kind of like
now you got two of them. You ain't got no contracts.
Yeah, you got two strong masculine voices. But you don't have nobody to kind of like set up. You got nobody to equalize it out. But I still enjoyed it. And then, of course, during the end of the match, of course, this man was going to show up. Of course, he was going to hit the Sister Abigail. I hope he's done with doing the Sister Abigail because I kind of want. I want to see Bo have his own finisher.
Nah, you got to keep that memory going. If you're gonna take in Bray's thoughts, his personas, his ideas. Everything from the brainchild of Bray, you keep it going. You keep that memory going. There will probably be never another person in wrestling. I don't even think there was a person in wrestling that was doing Sister Abigail as a move. I really don't think there was. If anybody in the chat, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I don't think I've seen anybody doing.
I don't think anybody did.
I think maybe somebody probably did it in TNA before it was a thing, but I would have to go back in my TNA archives because I used to be a big TNA fan, but I'm pretty sure somebody's probably done it, but
when Bray got it, nobody was doing it.
Yeah, Bray solidified it. The kiss to the forehead, the pause before he does it. And speaking of doing crazy shit, Joe fucking Gacy. That spot when he was hanging upside, that was so phenomenal. And I like the fact that each sick member has that moment. It's like they have that corner of the turnbuckle moment where they can just hang upside down in their own type of way. But there is a rumor, because I'm so glad that this feud is over. I thought this shit was going to keep on carrying on until Bad Blood. There is a rumor that there's some people that they can go after. One is Drew McIntyre. People have been saying that they could be going after Drew if they don't go after Judgment Day. I don't mind seeing them go after Judgment Day, but then it's like, okay, they're gonna challenge for the titles. Matter of fact, what's going on with the titles? Because we ain't seen these motherfuckers defend they shit so damn long. I almost forgot they had it.
Who's that? Judgment Day?
Yeah, I literally forgot they had.
I think they had two. I think they have 2 title defenses, and then as we heard later on in the night, New Day has a contendership.
I do like how they kind of segued from Old Odyssey and then went into like,
don't even mention that shit. Don't even mention that shit.
Like they was like, we were going to do this, but overall, I give this match a B+ to an A. I expected who I expected to win was going to win. If you're going to come out on some supernatural shit, you got to have supernatural W's, and they swept the fuck out of American Made. I think there was only one time that American Made won, and I think that was Chad Gable. And
Charmaine, I gotta time you out. There is no Liv slander. Absolutely no Liv slander.
But we're gonna get into that. Because she was up there. But speaking of women, this match was second. And I did this picture specifically because I knew you was gonna be on here. I did this picture for you. Normally I don't.
Got her in a hucklebuck.
I was like, you know what? Kerman knew his assignment. You need
to big that up. Hit that full screen in the corner, in the right corner, in your right corner, in your right corner. No. In your right. Yeah. That's what you want. Hit that. That's what I need. Full screen that. Yeah. Give me some. Yeah. There you go. All right, then you can zoom out. What you got going on here, man?
But this match was cool. This is another speaking about other feuds that I'm so ready to be over with. I was ready for this feud to be over with. I need Black Girl Magic.
Chucky doll got her face all in her twat, yo. Chucky doll. That's what the Chucky doll
right there. Hold on,
Chucky doll. She don't like Chucky. Nobody thinks she like. I'm telling you, she like Chucky, dog. She really looks like Child's Play 2 version. See, he saw the commercial. She creeps me out, man. She got too much gum. She got too much gum when she smiled, dog. Like, you know how, like, some people got like little teeth and big gums, but she don't have like little teeth and big gums. She like big teeth, big gums, and you can see all of it. It's like a double whopper when she smiled, dog. You see everything. Meat, bun, everything. That's what it reminds me of. That's what she reminds me of. Chucky, dog. When she talks.
Her face. Her mouth doesn't give, but
see, it's the mouth.
But
I don't know what she be wearing, but
that's what we got. Alba. That's what we have.
Having the Yankees a little bit.
That's what we have. Alba. It's a balance. I mean, I wouldn't shoot my shot with neither one of them. But this match had good spots like this one. Their moves as a team is phenomenal. To be honest, I just want to put it out. They're double teams as a team. Their moves are great. Like, I like it.
They've been tagging for like 10 years.
It just feels like something lacking.
It should be great. It's just a little. The setup to do the move is a little wonky. It takes too long. It's a little wonky, and then the on the flip side of the coin, you had Bianca and Jade kind of do the same thing. She got a little bit of cake, but you gotta that leotard she be wearing. Like, sometimes you gotta sift through the outfit, and then you gotta get. Can I get to the yams? I am a pervertologist. I know this stuff. I watch Raw with a different set of viewer eyes, so I study this. So you gotta look a little bit closer. She got a little package, but it's not something that you can sit on a doorstep. You know, you gotta put it in the mailbox.
Yeah, she still got to go in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? She still got to go in the bathroom and take
What
take
is
them
this
stink
man doing
selfies.
backstage?
She got to take them stink selfies with it boosts her up. but she all right. But this right here, my baby girl, I don't give a damn she married. My baby girl.
Both of them. Which one are you talking about?
Both of them. I don't give a damn. They both married. But mostly my baby girl Jade. I need people to start putting some more respect on her because she has improved ever since she's came in from a year ago. She's improved mic skill wise. Because I ain't gonna lie, when she was in AEW, I ain't really care for her mic. I ain't care for her promos on the mic like that. I didn't. And I was like, all right, this is all right, whatever.
I don't know if anybody notices. And people in the chat, tell me if you notice this. So if you notice the last three tag team matches that they've had, they've let more of the comeback revolve around Jade. And it's always been a different shade of a comeback. And it's not the same thing over and over and over as she usually had in her comebacks. So they're trying to get her in different set of eyes, the way that you would view her. And then even after the match, Joe Tessitore says, always improving every single week. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's putting it in everybody's mind that, yeah, she is improving. So lighten the fuck up a bit. Like, have most of you motherfuckers taken a bump? I'm gonna tell you, you probably didn't. I took a bump and I said I was done. I took a top rope elbow drop. Right at the Briscoes farm, dog. Right at the Briscoes farm. I took one. I said, yeah, I'm done. Mark said, oh, brother, you done? Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm good.
I didn't even need to take a bump. I hit my hand on the mat one time. I was like, hell no. Yeah, nope. Nope. Dog. Look, I thought I was about to break my hand when I did that shit. I was like, "Oh God, this is what y'all fall on." And mind you, it was an indie wrestling. So it was just like you felt that boom. I was like, "Oh no, nope, never
I get
again."
what you saying with this, Mike. It does kind of stump Belair a little bit, but we need Jade to be taken seriously on the level that Bianca was if we're going to get this eventual feud that everybody wants to have. So and 2 steps back, 10 steps forward type of thing. We'll get to where we want to get. If this is going to be a Mania matchup, we need to get Jade more up to speed with the way
honestly, right now, Bianca is at that place where she can take. Well, it's
not going to hurt her. She's already a Hall of Famer. It's not going to hurt her.
She's 2 over. She's literally Black Girl Magic. Before they made the team, Black Girl Magic. Literally, one of the first Black women to main event WrestleMania. One of the first, one of the first Black women to be even the face of the women's division. I mean, she's literally breaking molds. I mean, granted, yes, if it wasn't for Naomi having doing some things during her era, we wouldn't have had like a Bianca Belair. But nobody has had the total package like Bianca. Like you see, it's like she got the physicality of Jazz, but then she has like her own mic skills that I haven't even seen from a black wrestler. And that's no disrespect to any of them in the past, like Jacqueline, like so many others, even Charmel. But
Jazz was country as hell. Boy, she got to talking on that microphone. She was country as hell. You can't understand a damn thing Jazz that they're talking about, man. But,
but the Briscoes was country as hell too.
Yeah, but we can have country men all day, right? But when you get a country woman and she's not like a Southern Belle, then it's a little different, right? I wanted to highlight what Mike said with the Rhea thing because we absolutely know that going forward,
Fox. But
Alicia Fox wasn't good on the microphone. I'm not taking that one, but I can see where somebody that is a fan of Alicia would say that, but I'm not taking her personally. But we know since that Royal Rumble that Bianca and Rhea were the last 2 on the apron. We knew, looking at that moment, going forward, these 2 are the ones to beat. These 2 are the ones to beat. Yeah, you're gonna have your Asuka when she comes back, or your Charlotte when she comes back, your Becky when she comes back. Cool. they got another 3-4 years, 5 tops, I see, right? As
Fact.
far as super main eventers that are going to be there. But then you got your other stars, and until Rhea gets away from this Judgment Day love thing with Jay, she's not going to be taken that serious. But interesting stat, I think it said in 2 years, 1 year, 2 years. In 2 years, she's only lost 1 match. She's only been pinned 1 time. So,
she never gets pinned. She never really gets pinned at all.
No.
If anything. But a person that always gets pinned and always got to be the underdog, and I'm so goddamn tired of this angle. But we had fucking Sami Zayn.
My boy Gunther was out there spitting that fire. Goldberg, baby.
What made this whole segment funny was you saw for one of the first times Gunther actually cracks. He breaks character for a second and he starts laughing before he says it. He starts laughing because he knows what he's about to say and literally did the ultimate meme. It was so calculated. It was hilarious.
And shout out to Bad Guy Jack, who absolutely hates Goldberg. So every chance I get, I go to remind him that Goldberg is goated. And I don't really know this for a fact, but I think that it's pretty close. Goldberg may have held just as many championships in totality as Bret Hart. I don't know that. I think off the top of my head, I think it might be close.
No,
but
only because I think at bare minimum, Bret did have a tag team title. I don't remember Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg and Bret Hart were tag team champions together. What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? Holy shit! What the? That's why this nigga hate him. That's why this nigga hate him. This man go on full Kendrick Lamar. I hate the way that you walk, talk, the way that you dress. I do the same thing. You want me to team up with this dude?
He said that man Gunther got a 5-year-old haircut. You can't disrespect the fade. Don't disrespect
for real. Like that's a whole military fade. This is how I know what they was doing when they created Gunther, because of the fact that every military person knows what this fade is. If you a cop and you have this fade, I know there's no chance of me talking you out of a ticket. Your ass gonna give me a ticket, and it's gonna be a super speedy on top of that motherfucker.
With that haircut, you know what that is? That's Marshawn Lynch about that action, boss. That's what that is. About that action, boss.
And poor Sammy just first of all, I really hate the fact that Sammy Gunther's title reign, because that's all it feels. It all feels like filter. It all feels like this is just for him something to do until Survivor Series when we have the Bloodline versus Bloodline, because that's basically what. And especially since they've officially named it War Games, definitely gonna have that. So can't wait for that. But yeah, this whole segment was hilarious. I should have known Bret Hart was going to come because it's Canada. He's always going to show up.
He kept standing back there with his hands in his pocket, them dumbass Jordache jeans. It pissed me off with that dumbass shirt.
I ain't gonna lie, that shirt. Look, I ain't gonna for it. The shirt is horrendous. The shirt, and then the audacity.
That shirt like he spit up blood in a napkin. That shit is terrible.
Okay, so this is what kills me. And it's only a particular type of people. When you cuff up and flap the cuff, when you flap, you took the time to unbutton the cuff and flap it. You didn't roll it up. You didn't do like the 3/4 inch. You just
and then you pull the bitch out. Like you gonna not flap it, then you bring it up. You bring it up to the right there, so it's tight.
Exactly.
This shit loose. That shit looser than pearls. That shit is looser than pearls, dog. Yo, Bret Hart,
and he wanted to flex
trash for that shit.
Look,
trash.
He wanted to flex that watch. He wanted to flex that watch. There's the only reason why he did the flap. There's the only reason why he did the flap.
This is a commercial. This is a commercial, especially for Jack. This is gonna be great. He's going to load it in NXT. He's not even going to know what it's about because I'm not going to put it in the chat. I'm just going to load it in there.
Oh yeah, we could. No, we could put that shit. We could the hell
Diabolical.
out of that. But do you want to jump into a commercial real quick before we go to the next one? You want to keep going?
Yeah, Willie's segment is up too. Chris popped in the back, so you can go ahead to a commercial right now.
All right, so we'll be into a commercial with our very own special guest, and this is one of his commercials. We'll be right back.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Like, I cannot think that Dom, who's recently married, his wife is okay with him slobbing on, Liv Morgan, right? I can't. Oh, Liv is all over. She's calling the man daddy. She's calling what happens when a woman call you daddy. You already know somebody call you daddy, what that means, right? He's simping over Rhea. He's dying to take her to Waffle House. It's cheap, but it's good. It's cheap, but it's good. Just like those IHOP pancakes right now. All you can eat $5 right now. That's a perfect date. If y'all like breakfast food, that's a perfect date. If I'm Buddy Matthews and I got Oos hawking over my woman, hey, Rhea, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. I got to do a phone check because these Samoans, they some handsome some bitches. You don't want them damn tribal tattoos? Heck, if I was a woman, give me a Uso. Give me a Roman. Give me some handsome some bitches. The woman is posting in that man's shirts. He's googly eyes over her. She's starting to get googly eyed over him. She starts saying the yeet, licking her tongue out at him, batting her eyelids, wearing her pants a little bit too tight. When is too far? Y'all cross the lines. We seen it before. What? Macho Man? Huh? Macho Man did? Lex Luger? Huh? Did Hogan do something with Queen Elizabeth? We'll never know. Maybe. Edge, Lita. Who else? Jeff Jarrett? Kurt Angle? This ain't too far off. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
And that was our very own Z with his commercial, and he took over for Mike Knox show. Shout out to him for that, because that's
shout out to Mike Knox for letting me take over yesterday. But
that's
what's
a long ass fucking show.
Mike hit me. He said, "How was the show?" I said, "Man, it was a good show. It was a great show." We didn't have the numbers that we're used to because we didn't have the usual suspects. And Jeffrey, I'm mad I didn't see you yesterday, but good show. Go back and watch that when you get a chance. But what could people Monday Night Football, dog? Monday Night Football, motherfuckers getting off. Yeah, we're gonna get it right though. We're gonna get it right. Next week, Mike Knox will be back. So you get the original now. The leader of the UPR ship as far as these ratings go. But you know who's lieutenant right now? All right. There we go. What we got next?
So we got another feud that I hope fucking ends. Is we have the Temu Latinas versus the Amazon Prime Latinas. And I'm talking about Judgment Day versus LWO. We had Dragon Lee versus Dominic, and I love Dominic. Don't get me wrong, I love Dominic Mysterio. I love how he's grown. I love his moveset. I love a lot of things about him. I'm just tired of this. You a deadbeat dad. I hate my dad. It just sounds like you remember that one little kid, and he was at a concert and he was like, I hate my mom. I want to kiss my dad. Like that's all I get from Dom. But this whole entire thing, this is basically the highlight. I ain't even had no other pictures for this damn match. This is the highlight of the damn match. Was the whole brawl. The whole entire Judgment Day started beefing with the LWO. I keep predicting this, that after all of this, Dom is going to be in charge of the LWO once Rey Mysterio goes and rides up in the sunset.
First, well, good concept, right? It's going to take a lot for Dom to get there.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a lot for Dom to get there, and Dom is going to have to be humbled. He's going to have to be humbled. Now, whether we get Dom and Rey 2 at WrestleMania again, cool. Put that shit on a pre-show. I don't care no more. There's no more of this Rey and Dom story that you can possibly give me that makes me want more of it. Pause. But it's entertaining, but it doesn't need to be on the main show anymore. No. Yeah, I think that if you separate the aspect of Rhea being with Dom and Liv being with Dom and just let men be men and do it, maybe. But I think the biggest question with Dominic Mysterio is, and I used to ask this when I played pool at the bar, right? Somebody get a good ass shot, bam, they sink it in the hole. Okay, but where do we go from here? They ain't even got the next shot. They ain't got the next shot because they only thinking in the present. So where does Dominic Mysterio go as far as character arc? Right? And the easiest thing you can do is get somebody to hate you. That's the easy part. The heels are the easy ones. The heels are the easy ones. How do you turn that into a face character? Right? Like that is think about, we were talking about Chad Gable earlier.
And honestly,
Chad Gable was a face
what I thought
per
was going
se.
to happen with Dom and Judgment Day. I thought it was going to be Dom leaving low key.
It would have to be. I could see it happening if they re-bring in the family and let him know how far he came, how far he is away from his family values, from his Mexican heritage, from his culture. I think one of those things you can never, once you tap into that aspect of somebody's character,
you can't go back.
You can't turn your back on it. So and the crowd loves it. It's a tearjerker. So I think that's how you would get Dom back, but I don't think that's for like another year, honestly. The man done grew his hair out. He done grew a porno Ron Jeremy mustache. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta keep it. That's a whole fucking vibe. You gotta keep
the mustache. But now this is when I say, and fuck EC for always saying that Ray.
What's going on, Mad Dog Kelly?
Bad father, because this is what makes Ray a great father to Dom. Dom, every time that he comes out, what he wears, each detail pays homage to a luchador, and not just regular luchadors. We talking about like the big main ones that if it wasn't for them, there would be no other luchadors. You know, he does the Eddie Guerrero flair. He has the towel like another one. He has the stitch pants like another one. He even does La Parka's pants sometimes. Like, he literally shows and represents his culture very well. And I respect the hell out of him for that. Because I didn't even know. I saw that like in a picture. They were showing like how detailed
for people that actually take wrestling too serious and think that Dom is a piece of shit. Character wise, yeah, I get it. But they think that he what y'all forgetting is this man been in this business since he was 8 years old.
Yeah,
y'all forgot that man took beatings from Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. He took maulings from the people.
Before he even started his first match, he was getting his ass beat by Brock.
So he's taking his welcome to the WWE lashings, right?
Oh,
but not only that, he's a student of wrestling history and Mexican culture. So he got his stripes.
Definitely did.
Watch his interview, the Logan Paul interview with Dominic. Dope. Just to hear him speak about his culture. And then there's another one. There's a few of them that like when they strip away the character, he still stays in the character in a good sense, but he does big up Ray a lot, and he does say that he learned a lot, and there's a lot of luchadors that he looks up to. When Buddy was dating Aaliyah. When Buddy was dating Aaliyah.
Bro, this is why I'm gonna keep saying Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are the real true heels of this whole entire thing, because this man, they are. Rhea took this man, took him. First of all, put him in the same fucking headlock that she put him in Bash in Berlin.
Who wouldn't want to be in that headlock? Who would not want to be in that headlock?
That's true. I mean,
did you not just watch that commercial I cut? Who would not want to be in that headlock from that movie?
My head needs to be reversed, but
I'll turn around.
You know what I'm saying? I want to turn around.
And I'm gonna turn around.
But it's just like, look, just like here's what I'm saying: swim pool and full look and he dive in it. But they still they're really the heels. They separate this man from his family, abuse him, brainwash him, and then Stockholm syndrome them. Just when he goes on and goes to something that treats him better. Like this woman, like, first of all, Exhibit A. I don't remember the last time Rhea Ripley did this to anybody not named Rey Mysterio for Dominic.
Wait, what are you talking about right now?
Liv.
What she did what?
Liv, if it wasn't for Liv, Dom wouldn't have even won this match. One. Because she hit Dragon Lee with the chop block. Not only that, she done got, and this is my selling point for me. This is what I would have folded. You give me unlimited nuggets, and you give me a brand new PS5, and you gave me WWE Deluxe Edition. You know how much that shit costs? You got
listen. Next thing she about to listen. Next thing she about to get this nigga. She about to get this nigga the PS5 Pro. That shit about to be $699. Sony, are you out of your fucking mind? $699 fucking Sony. Are you out of your fucking mind? $699 if you want the goddamn optional disc tray. Nobody want a fucking disc tray now. Shit.
And what you
get a disc tray so you can play the backwards compatible games. Now you motherfuckers. Nah. Y'all tripping, man.
There's no difference between.
Listen, I don't give a damn if Liv Morgan gets me chicken tendies. I don't give a good dog damn. Give me head top. That's what I want. Come on, man. Where am I don't give a damn about no tendies or no
hey, she gave him that too, because she said, hey, I don't know what you talking about, Rhea, but you already know when she won the title, he definitely
listen, that's what I'm saying. This shit right here, man. Listen, this shit right here is way too close for comfort, man. Listen, Liv is single. And she lives like a single woman.
Look,
if you ever watch Total Divas, Liv gets lit and she lives like a single woman. And she be hanging out with Lana. You know Lana's a whore. Lana's a whore.
Lana,
so
Lana.
Listen.
Lana spelled anal backwards, and that's for a reason. But
listen, you better stop playing with Liv, boy. What 50 Cent say? So seductive. I take you to the
for real,
shop.
Liv, look how happy she is. I ain't never seen her that happy with Buddy. I ain't never seen her that happy before. Liv single. Liv is single. But Dom ain't stupid. He ain't that stupid.
The fuck out of here. His wife is cute. She's cute. She ain't no fucking Liv Morgan. And that's the problem.
No, I'm saying she ain't stupid. Them Latino women?
All right. These motherfuckers. Okay. You ever watch the Mike Knox show? He always say the women are there to keep the boys entertained. How you think JoJo Offerman got turned out? You know who caught her ass first? Randall Keith Orton.
That's true.
Orton caught that little curly haired, light skinned little cutie on the come up. Wade Barrett had Alicia Fox out that bitch gone. She was losing her mind over goddamn Wade Barrett. You know what Wade Barrett told her? I'm afraid I got some bad news.
And honestly, the only reason why I keep on going with this segment is because the next segment I didn't really care for at all.
What we got?
And that was the Bang Bang Scissor. That was the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I mean, Pew Fusion Collective.
Whoa, we're not going to disrespect the boat. The boat.
Now, hear me out. I don't care for Bang Bang Scissor Gang, but the only great part about this segment is that she saved the segment. She carried this segment. She saved this segment. She saved this whole entire feud of Zelina trying to find relevancy outside of LWO, and you got Lyra, who, to me, I loved her in NXT. Loved that match. I can never forget the match that she had with Becky Lynch. And I get now that she's called up, she's getting, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to get her feet wet, get her foot in the door and all that type of stuff. But this feud for me was just going nowhere. This feud was going nowhere. I need pure feud. I hate saying that name. I need Bang Bang Scissor Gang. That's what I'm gonna call. That's my name for it.
I like Pure Fusion Collection because for those who don't like the name, understand what it means. These are three ladies who all have MMA background and
That
they
is
wrestle.
true.
That's the fusion. That's the
true.
fusion. I think it's a genius name. Let's not act like every single name that people came up with was an immediate hit. Let's not forget. Remember when Jericho came out with the fucking Inner Circle? What the fuck is that? But then after a while, it's like that shit kind of hit. All right, this shit kind of hit. The Hurt Business did not hit when it first came out.
Lie.
Nope.
I can't lie about that one. I did like that name, and it was because
the Beatdown Clan did not work when it first came out. The Main Event Mafia, they hated it at first. Don't hate on the greatest faction in the history of professional wrestling.
I ain't even gonna lie. I did not like the name.
I'm just saying, the name isn't really the thing that gets them. However, I will say that Sonya Deville needs to be praised, not only because I have the biggest crush on Sonya Deville. Ooh, I do love me some Daddy Deville. And I can't go into Bailey because Bailey wasn't on here. My luscious, thick-ass shaved queen. But I will simp over a little bit of Daddy DeVille. That woman is beautiful.
She is.
And she has talked and been the mouthpiece for them. And it is helping Shayna and it is helping Zoe. I think the problem is everybody wants things fast forwarded. Wait and see what the fuck happens. Wait. We're going to get what we want, and what we want is Damage Control versus Pure Fusion Collective. That's the marquee. That's the marquee. So
I think if you didn't have so many injuries that happened, that that would have happened. But thanks to injuries, Zelina Vega got TV time.
Yeah, you get more development. And this is what you want as a company. You want so many people that be developed and over that you trust that you don't even know what the fuck to do. If you think about the Attitude Era, think about the Ruthless Aggression Era, there was so many people on that roster that you could plug and play that it wasn't even funny. And the mid-carders were over. The mid-carders in the late 90s and early 2000s, the mid-carders was over. So when people like Steve and EC say, "Oh, how many shirts are they selling? How much merchandise they selling?"
It doesn't matter.
Do you think that niggas was giving a fuck about X-Pac merchandise in fucking 99? No! They didn't care, but he was over every time he came out with the European Championship. When he came out that bitch with Kane, the Outlaws was out that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that they bought a Goldust shirt?
No, I don't even. Goldust ain't had too many shirts if they didn't have R-Truth on that bitch. Tell you the truth.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it was honestly, it was good to see Natty out there as I am saying that I might call Charlotte the greatest. I call Natty the best.
I call
the
Natty
goat
the
in the
best.
boat. I think that Natty, if we're talking about character standpoint, I think that Charlotte does have it, but she has one character that she's great at. She's not good at a face.
No.
Right? But Natty has no character. She's just good in the ring. Like, they haven't ever given Natty something that she can sink her teeth into, or they give up on it too early. And that's been the gripe through Natty's career. But you put her in the ring, she can wrestle with the best of them. She can put anybody over. And that's why I believe that she is the GOAT, because she can wrestle circles around anybody. She can put anybody over, and she can make them look good. And still, if she takes a loss, it doesn't hurt her. She's a Hall of Famer.
It don't.
Doesn't hurt her.
And that's what makes Natty so good, is the fact it doesn't matter if she loses, because she can go over. Jeff just said it. Jeff just said it. And even though she won, but Jeff just said it. She's that veteran that can go and put younger women over, and it doesn't matter because it's fucking Natty.
Yeah.
And Charlotte Flair is not the greatest wrestler of all time. I just want to point that out. I know Mike gonna be mad as hell that I said that. But
listen, I smell a debate coming. I smell a debate coming.
She's not. And the reason why I say that is because I personally feel like it's like a 1A, 1B type of thing. It's a 1A, 1B for me.
Yeah, but then honestly, in my heart of hearts, Natty up there, if we're talking about ring prowess in the ring, I think that Natty is up there, strictly in the ring. However, if we're talking about the total package, in which if you are going to do this debate with Mike Knox, you would have to come with a fucking package and not just ring. So I would say, if I'm not going to choose Charlotte, it's definitely not going to be Trish. And what people don't want to admit, hot take, Mickie James over Trish Stratus any day of the week.
Yes.
Any day of the week.
I agree. My skills, check. Wrestling ability, check. Anytime that she had a gimmick, check. I mean,
Walter, thank you for the acknowledgement.
And then granted, I know that Charlotte is only in WWE, but the fucking run that Mickie James did in TNA was just so phenomenal. The people that she fought in TNA, the people that she went over in TNA, to have that first of all, that damn song, that hardcore country song was
so
elite. It was one of the best TNA songs. It was one of the best TNA songs they had. But yes, I will agree with that. I put Mickie up there. I'll put Mickie up there.
You also got to put Nikki Bella up there. I mean, I get it. It's in the Divas area, but it's in the Divas era.
But she was, Nikki was doing her
some
thing.
People are going to put AJ Lee there. Some people, I mean, I wish they would have backed Layla a little bit more, but they didn't. I thought she had a total package. Her and Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool gets more of the praise than Layla does, but it is what it is. But anyway, where we at with it? Because we're trying to do a 3-hour show, and we're not going to do 1 hour.
Speaking of bad blood, we get this, and I'm so excited because first of all, Wade, if you tease me one more time,
whoa, pause. Big pause. Everybody in chat, pause that.
If you tease me one more time and act like you about to wrestle and you don't, we're going to have a problem. Because this is like the 4th time. It's the 4th time that you've done this where you stood up to Drew. Now, Drew done slapped your ass twice. Pause. And then he also smushed you like 3 times, and now he gets face to face. Are y'all trying to tell us something? Y'all trying to tell us something that behind that wherever Drew goes to practice, Wade is there, and they cooking something up?
Wade is going to wrestle again
because I need this.
He's already said in an interview that if there is a meaning behind him coming out, he will wrestle again. The only 2 meanings that I could see that he comes out,
he gets that world title.
Sheamus, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Those are 2 of his closest friends. They can bring it out of him, pause. But those are the 2 reasons that he would come out of retirement. He wants to come out, but he's one of those people where it has to be something meaningful, which is fine. Like, cool. Because I want you to come out of retirement and you give us a dud. I need Bad News Barrett back. I need God Save the Queen. I need that. I need that.
I need Bad News Barrett. I need Bad News Barrett back. But it gives me speculation because the amount of back and forth they've been doing. Would Wade Barrett cost Drew McIntyre the match versus CM Punk?
I think that Wade,
and that leads to them fighting.
I don't think so. I don't think that Drew did enough to threaten Wade to make him do that.
But also, mind you, we still
not to mention. I also think that Wade and Drew is very WrestleMania-esque.
That is true.
It's too far. WrestleMania is too far.
That is true.
So who the hell are you going to get on commentary? You know what I'm saying, for that time being? Like, you're not gonna have that man running double duty. Like, I don't want to hear that motherfucker in the ring cutting a promo and on commentary. That's too much. But I mean, it's
hey, look, if Booker T did it,
Booker T was doing his own commentary while he was stomping motherfuckers up. Oh man, Booker T, he's kicking down Petey Williams. Oh God, oh God.
What's he doing? Oh. This man was narrating an ass whooping that he was given. I've never seen that happen before.
What makes Wade worth a Mania match? One, he's got fans that literally love him. It doesn't matter who you are, where you. Somebody has loved Wade Barrett in whatever iteration. Two, the history that he has with either Sheamus or Drew McIntyre is just enough to be Mania match worthy. If we're gonna put other people on there on the undercard, they can start the thing. Put them at the pre-show. Doesn't matter. They're still in the Mania card.
Yeah.
It could be a Mania. It could be a Mania thing. I'm not saying it has to be, closing out the show. But
absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's not. I don't give it.
He's gonna hit Creed with that big thrust kick. Here comes what's up. I'm gonna watch that as soon as I get done.
I gotta watch it now.
I ain't watched that.
I ain't got no choice. But I knew we was gonna get at least 2 Hell in a Cell matches at Bad Blood. So glad that they did this one as Hell in a Cell match. Drew has to win this match. To be honest, CM Punk doesn't really need a match. Need this match to win. He would need, in all honesty, CM Punk would need to win against Seth more than he needs to win against Drew, in my opinion.
We have what 7 months, 6-7 months. The ideal in where we were supposed to get this past WrestleMania, Seth versus Punk. I think that is still on.
Yeah,
that is still on. It might not be for the world title, but we still need it. I honestly, and if it happens, who do you have go over? Do you absolutely give Punk his moment that he's been crying about for 12 years now? Or do you give it to the loyal WWE guy who has stood pat on his word and stood on business and does not like CM Punk, but is willing to do business with CM Punk for the greater good?
The only problem is
CM Punk, like you can't do a this Mania and then next Mania. It's not like a Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes situation, right? No, like because Punk is old, he's getting older,
exactly.
Right? Like, so Seth has another good 6-7 Manias in him, but he's been putting over people for a long time.
Yeah,
and he still has to put over. He still has to. In the 4-year span that Roman Reigns had run roughshod over the WWE and has become the biggest megastar that we've seen since Cena, since Rock, since Austin, since Hogan. Seth has been second fiddle. No matter how many times he wrestles through the year, no matter how many 5-star matches he puts on, no matter how many people he puts over, he is still little brother to Roman Reigns. Which is a problem. And you could even argue that he's littler brother to John Moxley, who decided to take his ball and head start and be the head of another company. And when I say head, I don't mean a business sense. I mean he was their marquee guy.
He was there.
Moxley was their marquee guy for a better part of 2.5 years.
Before MJF, before Swerve,
it was Mox. So like
all these people,
Seth kind of still pales in comparison outside if you take away one of the greatest cash-ins in WWE.
I will put Seth's run over Mox though. I will put Seth because his reign of stardom was a little longer.
I'm not necessarily saying his reign. I'm just saying his career choice and going to be the top guy at another startup company. That is literally trying to be the competition, and he ends up being that guy for a long time, right? You can make the argument, but I'm not speaking on anything championship wise. I'm just talking about marketability, right? Because in that time, Seth is playing second fiddle to Roman Reigns, and John Moxley is playing second fiddle to nobody because he's top guy.
Fucking Moxley. even if he doesn't play second fiddle, he still won't play second fiddle.
Yeah.
It's just like now this match was second fiddle to me, and that was the Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor that didn't even last that long because Finn Balor damn near broke his whole goddamn ACL, MCL, TCL, THT, TNT, whatever the hell you want to else say, but that motherfucker is broken. Like that shit is broken. Like look at that. Look at the anguish that Rey is suffering from this move. This just shows me that the demon is coming back at Bad Blood, and it's going to be him versus Damian Priest.
The demon still has to be brought out. That's the one thing. He does not summon the demon. The demon has to be brought out. So he has to feel like his back is against the wall.
This is all.
He has to feel like his back against the wall. But I will say his new theme music is a whole fucking.
Oh
bomb.
man! Oh my god! His theme music slaps. It slaps.
Whole bomb.
Oh, it slaps. I love his theme music. I've always been a fan of fans' theme music in general. But yeah, this one is probably his best one. This one is probably his best one. And that's hard to say because I love the Demon one. I love it to death. But this song is arguably his best one. This segment was cool. Got to see Rey Mysterio get his ass whooped because that's most of what we're going to get out of Rey Mysterio for right now.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. He's a Hall of Famer. He can do whatever he want to do. And also, Judgment Day needs a fucking win, which is also what gets on my nerves. That one, and I know I'm about to go on a tangent on this, but we just saw the PWI list. Fuck. How the absolute fuck Damian Priest is on the list?
Whoa! What?
Damian Priest is number 6 on the PWI list.
Yeah, he's had a good year. It's the past 365 days.
Over Braun Breaker?
Yeah. Braun Breaker wasn't even on the main event scene. How do you take a guy who's been on the development and then put him over a guy that's in the main event scene on the flagship show? You can't do it.
I get that. Because at first I was like, whoa, they skipped. I was like, oh, they were skipping over some folks.
Let me ask you this: where was Carmelo Hayes?
That is a good question.
Because truthfully, Carmelo match quality wise,
Carmelo should have been
a better 365 than Braun Breaker.
Yes,
Braun Breaker just has better character development, in my opinion.
Yes,
I think that's what set them apart.
Melo has the move sets, but my problem with his with how he's coming up into the main event is like his character just has no riz. Like Gen Z folks say, his character ain't got no riz. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that flair. He doesn't have that aura that he used to have in NXT, where he was him. It's like
most people don't. Most WWE fans don't watch NXT, so they don't really. They're not hip to Carmelo, right? But I like what he's doing with Andrade right now. I think it's working for both of them. I think that was the Benoit Booker T effect. It's the best of whatever they're doing, 5 or 7, whatever it is. It's working for both of them. Because Andrade is getting pops. He's getting the most pop he's gotten since he's returned and hasn't had Selena Vega by his side. And Carmelo is finally being taken and looked at like, like he's a serious player. So I think it's a good thing for them. But I could see how Priest would be over Braun, and strictly because he's a main roster guy. That's it. That's strictly it.
I do. I will agree to that because at first, like I said, when I first saw the list, I was like, hold up, because at first the list, the top 3, I agreed on. I was like, okay, okay. Then when I started looking down the list more, I was like, okay, all right, now we're getting a little too much. I can't wait for the women's list to come out because I'm definitely curious on how they're gonna rank that. They're gonna rank that between Rhea and Bianca and Jade and Monet, and then like that's gonna be a loaded list. Just like our main event, which is coming up. But before we get into the main event, we're gonna ask what is Beaming with Willie, steaming, beaming. And we'll be right back. This is the Raw Review Show with your host, Freckles Sensei, and my guest host, DJ Dice, which is the Z is silent. We'll be back.
Yo. This your man Steaming Willie Beeman, man, and I'm coming to you with this morning's version of what makes Beeman steaming. Hey, man, Raw was dope last night, man. Hey, the New Judgment Day was fucking shit up last night. It started out with beating the shit out of Damien. Then Rey Mysterio got it. Shit, then Bria got it. The New Judgment Day was just whooping ass last night. Finn new music is like that. Like, I think that shit is like awesome. Like, do y'all think we gonna get the Demon again? Probably not. What else happened? Oh yeah, my man Jay. Well, no, before I get to Jay, we gonna talk about motherfucking. Can we talk about how what's the name of them? Bianca and motherfucker Jade ain't like that the Kabuki Warriors touched their goddamn titles because they had COVID. That was funny as shit. That was hilarious. We really got to see that they finally about to give my man Jay a push. They better not have him go all the way for this title at Bad Blood and lose. Like, the only way I can say they have him lose is like somebody from the new bloodline come out and cost them the match. Other than that, like, they better get this shit right with Jimmy. I mean, with Jay, I'm sorry. We got the Wild Six against Alpha Academy 2.0. Of course, Wild Six got the win in the four-way match, which they should have. If they didn't, it would have been a goddamn problem because you keep doing all this building to make the Wilds lose. That'd be crazy. Gunther, we got Gunther in the ring with Bret the Hitman Hart at the beginning of the show. And he took a Goldberg, he made a Goldberg joke saying Goldberg, and we all know Goldberg is infamously famous for injuring Bret the Hitman Hart with a super kick. We all knew that. Of course we knew we was gonna have her appearance by Natalya. I'm just surprised that they got the win. Cause I think she's like the woman Brooklyn brawler. Judgment Day came back out again, fucked some shit up, beat the shit out of Rey Mysterio. Well, Finn did. Like I said, I just like this new direction, man. Bronson Reed came out in the Fed and the Fatal 4-Way in the Continental match, and that's how we got Jay winning. Yeah, man. So all I got to say is Jay better win the motherfucking title. Yeet. All right, man. It's your man Steaming Willie Beeman, man. What makes Beeman steaming from the bed edition. Hey, y'all will show y'all my girl butt, but that joint looking real tons right now this morning. Matter of fact, let me turn this camera around so y'all can. Where she going? She tried to leave, y'all.
And just like
that man is wild. That man is wild.
I was trying to segue it. I was trying my best to say. I'll try my best.
That man is wild, yo. Listen, if there's no way that EC looked at that commercial and before he uploaded it. There's no way. Shame. You know what? Hold up. I gotta take over real quick. For shame on you, EC, for putting that there. Not to mention the fact that you always complain about commercials being more than a minute and a half, and then all of a sudden he comes in here with a 4-minute soliloquy. And there's no way that you monitor that. You should have sped that playback. You should have sped that playback up by 1.5%. That would have cut it down by 2 minutes. Oh my god! But yeah, NXT is on right now. I'm actually watching it right now. Street Profits versus Nathan Frazier and Axum look like it's a really good match right now to start off NXT. So what else we got?
I get what they
right
did
now? We
that,
going to the
but
main
I
event.
really hate that. I really hate that Street Profits had to be fillers in that. So we got the main event. Speaking of main event, Mafia, we got the main event, which main event Jay Uso, Yeet, and you had Braun Strowman. This was a great load. This was a loaded match, by the way, because you had two heavy hitting people, just hard hitting people in general, and Dragunov and Pete. Don't call me Butch. Done. Then you have a high flyer with kicks, with other abilities as well in Jay, and then you got one big son of a bitch in Braun fucking Strowman. And let me tell you, I'm so glad that Braun Strowman has came back. I am glad that Braun Strowman has came back. I'm glad that he stopped thinking that he could control his own narrative, and he came back to his senses, and he decided, hey, you know what? I can be still the monster that I am to this day. And he was doing some monster shit because everybody was trying to jump his ass. Everybody was trying to jump his ass, including this big son of a bitch as well. And first of all, this was the worst tsunami I've seen out of him recently. I will say that. That was the worst. It was the worst tsunami I've seen. Like in recent times. Like this tsunami was better. Way better than this. This was not it at all. I didn't like the spot. I love what they was trying to do. I just don't like the execution of it. And poor Joe just staring there like, well, damn, there goes my table. But this spot was amazing. The rest of the match overall was amazing. You had Dragunov going at it with Pete. Then Jay was going at it with Dragunov. Then Jay was going at it with Pete. Then Pete was like, everybody was just getting something. And then all of a sudden, nowhere, all three of them just said, "Fuck this. We gonna gang up on Braun." He's smart. I love it when people are smart with their wrestling because that's common fucking sense. You take out the biggest bastard that you see, and everybody else is free game. But ultimately,
absolutely, this has been the best that Braun has been booked since he's been back. It definitely looks like he's more healthier than he was when he first came back. So shout out to him because he has been shredding a lot. And I for the sake of Braun, right, and what he's been doing and working hard to come back, the man got the hair plugs trying to pop back in.
I saw that.
But more importantly, that doesn't have to do with Braun, but kind of has to do with Braun. I hope that Raquel Rodriguez comes back very soon. I hope she gets her skin condition under control because that is Rhea's 1B.
Yes.
And she needs to be on the show because if you look at that Raw roster with those women, there's not a woman that can touch Rhea Ripley. The one that they probably could touch Rhea Ripley would be Shayna Baszler, but they're not booking her as that monster that she once was.
And they're not going to have her. They're not going to have her.
So I definitely think that the SmackDown women's roster looks a little bit better as far as the singles women's competition goes. But not to get off topic, even though I did get off topic. This Fatal 4-Way was everything that you needed a Fatal 4-Way to be. It was about 27 minutes, I think. About 27 minutes. 22 to 27, I think.
Yeah, I was including it, yeah, because like even the highlights was like 17 minutes long.
Yeah. I think that was a good main event that you had for Monday Night Raw. And in the sense of everybody got their rocks off. Pause.
Yes.
Everybody got their rocks off. There's not, I mean, technically there is a loser here, right? It's the other three that's not Jey Uso, but they didn't come out of this Fatal 4-Way looking weaker, right? Like Braun still has something to go off of as far as him and Big Bronson Reed, right? Pete Dunne still has Trick Williams to go against tonight. So he's literally what Joe Tessitore said. He's literally got his boots by the door. He's heading to He's heading to after he leaves Raw, he's going to NXT. After NXT, he's going to SmackDown. After SmackDown, he's going to Raw. So he's literally a utility guy right now, and it's not a bad look for him.
And
it's not a bad look for him. And then Dragunov, who had his first really big match on Raw, looked very, very strong. So he's got momentum. So everybody's got momentum here. And I want to ask you the premature question, because Braun Breaker has stated to Jey Uso, there's not been a member of your family that has beaten a member of my family. Granted, what he's talking about was Haku and the Barbarian, right? They weren't holding a candle to the Steiners in WCW.
Absolutely not.
And they weren't holding a candle to Rick Steiner as a solo guy. They weren't holding a candle to Scott Steiner as a solo guy, Scott Steiner is in my top 10, my personal top 10, not overall as a wrestling fan, but my personal top 10. Scott Steiner is there, the greatest mathematician of mathematicians.
If we talk about gimmicks, he's definitely top 10.
I'm not even talking about gimmicks when we talk about Scott Steiner. I'm talking about in-ring presence, the way he can command the ring, the way he does a suplex. We're talking about some of the greatest suplexers in the history of the business. Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner is there. I think Scott does his with a little bit more snap. I think it has a little bit more power, but you can tell that Braun Breaker gets his wrestling ability, his ability to control the ring from his dad. Rick was more of a cerebral guy, and cerebral technicality guy, whereas Scott was more of a powerhouse technicality guy. But he gets his promos. He definitely gets his promos from his uncle, but gets his wrestling ability from his dad. So he's got the best of both worlds going on there, and
he's the total package.
Who goes over? Who goes over at Bad Blood prematurely right now? You have the option to change when we do a review show, but who goes storyline wise right now as you see it right now tonight?
Unfortunately, for storyline wise, Braun goes over.
I kind of have to agree with you, and the fucked up part about it is Uso lost King of the Ring. He lost Money in the Bank.
That's the only thing I was going to
lose, and he's going to lose this match. Only because there's something bigger on the horizon for him. However, I do not believe that it has to go that way. Jay can still win and still help his family out, or he can drop the belt.
I can see that.
He can win. We can get a Vince McMahon booking. We can get a Vince McMahon Attitude Era booking, because we know that Vince literally would have the pay-per-view on Sunday.
Yeah.
Jay gets the title, rematch on Monday. Jay loses the title. Sammy loses his match. They are down in the dumps. They are trying to uplift one another, and then you get Paul Heyman that comes out of nowhere, and he talks to them for a little bit, and he does. No, Paul's not gonna. Paul has to be the one to initiate the conversation on behalf of the tribal chief. Think about it.
I was gonna say,
if you have Jey Uso win and then lose, right? He got his first taste of singles gold, and immediately the next night he loses it, right? And then Sammy comes up short versus Gunther. They're both down in the dumps. They were a tag team at once. And you get Paul Heyman that comes there to Raw, and he's talking to them for a little bit. Maybe even to the sense of bring him to the room, close the door. Well, bring him to the room, he wants to talk to him, and as he is closing the door, he pulls one of those, call Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And then shuts the door.
Yeah.
Boom. Now, Jay and Sammy have to show up on SmackDown to help aid Roman, and we get the whole thing going. But again, that's another, I don't know, what, 45, 50 days from now?
Not really. Because
it's about 45. It's about a month and a half. So we got a good 45 days.
Bad Blood, and then after Bad Blood is Survivor Series. So, and Survivor Series is in November.
It has to be that. It absolutely has to be that. But I kind of agree with what you're saying as far as yeah, Jay storyline wise has to lose, but Jay kind of has to win because he keeps coming up short, but he keeps outselling every single person as far as shirts is concerned. Like his merchandise is through the roof. You can't continue to do this with Jay Uso. I mean, you could, but at some point in time, the fans are just going to be like, we're done with this shit, bro.
Exactly. We're done with this project. We're done with this project. Put him back into a tag team and let them win.
Yeah. Yeah. But
put him back into a tag team.
Overall, what are you thinking about the night of Raw? And are you happy about Raw going 2 hours?
Thank God. Well, I'm a grown man. I like my sleep. So thank God it's going back to 2 hours. Because now I ain't got to do things. I hate it's on about like that 6 and 7 o'clock hour on Tuesdays. I miss my Mondays. I miss my Monday nights. I don't give a damn if I have to compete against Monday Night Football. That's fine. I'll bring in some football shit. But I'm so glad it's going back to 2 hours. 3 hours was just long as hell. It almost felt like goddamn watching an AEW pay-per-view every fucking week. But overall, I give this Raw an A. And this is like the highest grade I've given Raw in the past like 3 weeks. Because last week I gave it a C. I think the week before I gave it like a C- or something. And the week before I gave it like a B+. B- or B+.
This is why I was so anxious to get on here and do this. Because y'all get the luxury of reviewing a 3-hour show. And they've been bangers. And y'all be like, yeah, this shit was okay. I'll be watching. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This shit was a banger. Listen. This Raw, straight banger, front, back, side to side. The first hour, commercial-free banger. The second hour, we got some action, more storylines developing, banger. Third hour, we got more storylines. Then we got the main event, banger. That is a trifecta. That's what I'm talking about. This was a banger, and I will miss 3-hour Raws. For 12 years, we got 3-hour Raws. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I watch, I'm still, for those who have been watching every show that I'm on, I am still watching Monday Nitro from the very beginning, where they had 3-hour Nitros, right? Yeah. And I am loving the content there. There's something for everybody. Now, if they're gonna do a switch where they're gonna put SmackDown is 3 hours.
Yeah, I thought it. For 3 hours.
Cool. We don't know what it is yet right now, right? We don't know what it is right now. But the fact that you can have 3 hours, it gives more development to your talent that you have. And that's what you want.
I think it's because it's because they've noticed which show has been the real flagship show in the past about, you could say, almost 7-8 years now.
SmackDown has definitely been there.
I would say ever since like
5 years.
I would say since like 2016, 2017, they started becoming. It started becoming when it was SmackDown Live. It was started becoming like, hey, SmackDown getting lit. Hey, you had the New Day and Usos. That feud. You had like so many other things that just layers that was happening. What was carrying Raw was mostly Brock. Anything with Brock or anything with like Seth. Things of that nature. But once Roman was on SmackDown and was staying on SmackDown, and then you had, like I said, you had the tag team division on SmackDown during those days was just phenomenal. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Then you had the feud between Charlotte and Sasha. Oh my God. It was just so much going on.
I get that. So I am excited to see what they do. Will they cram into 2 hours? However, it's unfortunate for the other talent that don't get to display it.
Yeah.
In those 2 hours. So, I mean, if we get the redraft come up with everything, but the rumor is that since they are in this kind of flux of
merging everything,
the USA deal not being finalized, they're it's like a grace period until they get to Netflix, so they're cutting back on that hour, and they haven't specified if it's 8 to 10 or if it's 9 to 11. So if it's 8 to 10, you can still catch the Monday night game. You can still catch the Monday night game. It's cool, but For me,
9 to
I
11?
love those 3 hours. I love carving out those 3 hours while I'm playing Xbox, watching wrestling. 2 hours is going to feel weird. I haven't watched 2 hours of Raw since I don't even fucking know. But I guess what, 2010? 2010 is, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a crazy adjustment, but it might be a nice adjustment for those 25 and up fans, because sometimes if we don't get a nap, we get cranky, and if we don't get to bed early, we get a little cranky too. So overall, really good Monday night show. Make sure everybody here, we're doing the Raw review show, and make sure that you guys come back later on after NXT is done. You can catch the NXT review and results show. I don't know if I'll be on there. Most likely I'll be on there with Wrestling Doll, trying to pry her away from Bad Guy Jack and NXT to bring her over to the SmackDown Penitentiary. And then tomorrow you guys can catch the White Boy Wednesdays with the Dynamite Crew, Dan the Man, Vinny LaSpada, Mad Dog Kelly, top fives and specials coming on Thursdays. I think the next one we're going to do is top 5 Bryan Danielson matches. Yeah. And then Saturday you can catch us on the SmackDown review show, aka the SmackDown Penitentiary. And then Monday the Mike Knox show, 6 p.m. And then you can come back for the Raw review show at 7 p.m. So there you have it. You might see my mug again later on UPR, because I don't know if we don't know if Barbara has a partner, because most of the UPR crew is at NXT right now. So, I'm trying to find them in the crowd. I'm trying to find them in the crowd. I haven't seen anybody yet.
Because I get bad blood in my city, but bad blood costs damn near blood to even go. I want to see, like, they even have the nerve. They even got the nerve on the website to promote that if you get the premier package for Bad Blood, you get to meet Jade Cargill. You know how much that shit costs? The same price as the new fucking PS5.
Listen,
Jade Cargill.
Jeffrey's not telling no lies right now. Julia and Chelsea Green is having a really good match, and Julia, she fine, little Japanese or Italian. One of them, I do like me some Italians. I tell you that. Yeah, again, you'll probably see me later on with Wrestling Doll. I think Big Daddy Cool Steve is supposed to jump in. That's what he's saying in the chat. Right. So you guys should be in for a really entertaining NXT review show. So make sure you guys come back around 10:10, 10:15. It doesn't matter. It's somewhere in your dockets. If you like, share, subscribe, it is everywhere for you. Yeah, listen, Julia is fine. She can get it. She can get all of it, plus more, and tax.
She got some skills too. I do like the fact that she's going with she's buying Chelsea. So
Chelsea Green's got the best dimples in wrestling. I would commit a murder for dimples. I'm not gonna lie. I would commit it if somebody said he robbed me of my iPhone. I said, "Tell me where he at, babe." And she smiled at me, and she got dimples like Chelsea Green. Yeah, he dead. He dead. I'm in jail because I'm committing a murder for dimples. That's all I'm saying. But exactly, get the strap. 50 know the deal. Get the strap. But I appreciate you, brother, for having me on here. This is I think this is probably like the third show we've done. So very good show by you. Good moderation. Good content. I know we went over, but you know what?
I don't give a fuck
when you have Zia's on. But not only that, I guarantee you tomorrow, this is what I want you to pay attention to. I guarantee you tomorrow, you guys are probably going to have your best numbers. I don't want to say it's probably because of me, but I'm kind of like a big fucking deal here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But now I will say though, there ain't been a show that I ain't done where I don't make people go crazy in the chat.
Listen, you got so many clips from the show. I'm not gonna lie, you got so many clips from the show. I'll be content creating all day tomorrow. I'll chop some shit up.
Look, I got so much content y'all haven't seen yet from these shows where I'm like, yo, I'm just about to load up. I've been editing.
You better get on it because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a category. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a category at the end of the year for our award show that has had
For
best
most
commercials. And if I don't win that shit, this is a fucking conspiracy. This is a fucking conspiracy to keep the black man down because he works in the penitentiary.
I better get funny moderator of the year. That's what I'm seeking for.
Oh no, I'm taking Jack for that. I didn't get it last year because I wasn't here. I took a sabbatical and I wasn't here. Now I was supposed to overrun Jack. And if I didn't get it, then Mike was supposed to get it. And Mike didn't get it. So now I am on a crusade to take everything from Jack. I'm taking Wrestling Doll from Jack. I'm taking all his awards from Jack. I'm taking everything from Jack. And I'm telling him that Goldberg is better than Bret Hart. And if I get on NXT, I am shouting Goldberg praise until Wrestling Doll stops me. That's it.
I'm broken. Well, that's you got it from there. We about to get in so much trouble. Not really, but we about to get in so much trouble after this. But that is it for y'all. See y'all next week, and let's see y'all next week for me. But for everybody else, y'all come back at 10 o'clock. Y'all gonna be up anyway. We gonna stay up. We gonna be on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But please come back and for once and for always. Thanks for watching.